Yeah. Are we rolling?
Yep. Yeah, we're already
rolling?
So that's
okay.
Good. Yeah.
Lay me down with some Valium, maybe, so stand up. All my life is a living dream, maybe, so stand up. I say, take me out, take me out. Oh, 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 oh.
The first song we did together was Grandpa's song, parentheses, Haru. So when Grandpa died, the cousins got together and said, we should really write a song for his funeral. It had some crackers of lyrics in there.
It was our sister's wedding in November, and it was the night before, and all the families there. Everyone's having
This is just
beers,
this last
and they're
November.
like, "Let's get it out, let's play it." And still now, I'm just like, "No, I can't sing that song. It's too sad."
Oh.
In here for too long. See your face, I hear your words in the throat.
Our first ever show, we were in year 7.
Okay.
It's probably about 7 in the library. And
God.
it was you, me, and Chris. Someone on the drums. Chris went primary school with him.
Jimmy,
Swan,
who was
Chris Swan on the drums.
Who was the
And,
guy? He's an amazing guitar player.
Jimmy Cedric.
James Cedric.
And we
that's
did
right.
Stairway to Heaven, and he did all the things. And I've seen Dad had a video of it, and we're just like playing that. And there's this amazing guitarist who did all the solos and stuff. And then we did Smells Like Teen Spirit, and we
I think I lost my
were
voice in that.
yeah, you had laryngitis, and so you got this 13 or 14-year-old.
Or it could have just been puberty. Like we
No,
don't know.
with laryngitis, going through puberty, and it was like, and when one down the road, God.
Yeah, I think it was about the first week of year 7 when we started guitar lessons.
Oh, cool.
Because we'd already been learning a bit of guitar. Our uncle taught us some, To Her Door, Paul Kelly songs, really basic. And I think the first song we started singing together was Mr. Jones and me.
Was it?
And we went into a harmony. We were in the end room, and we started singing in harmony. I was like, wait on, so if you sing like this and I do this part, it'll sound like it is in the song. And we're like, yeah. When I look at the teller, and I want to see me, stand right back, and something like that. And then we kind of did it. We're like, oh yeah, that just sounds like the song. And Mum just opened the door and goes, what was that? We're like, oh, we're just trying to play the song. She's like, do that again. And we started doing it. She's
It
like,
was
who
just
taught you how to sing with the harmonies and everything? We're like, I
Just
don't know,
makes
we're
sense.
listening to the
So
song.
we then started doing vocal lessons and stuff, and they said that.
Well, that was straight after that. Mum was like, you're
yeah.
getting voice lessons.
And
Yeah.
the idea is that, well, they said, siblings all harmonise really, really well because it's a similar voice makeup. Because they're identical twins. It's almost an identical voice makeup, so the harmonies just slot in perfectly.
I know these places can get dark. You've always been my brightest spark. In the space that I
Yeah, it always depends on the song. Oftentimes, Patrick will come up with a banger of a chorus or a banger of an
Or a
idea
line.
for a song.
A
Or
line that'll be like, that's the angle of the song we're going to go with.
And here's what I want to sound like. Here's the thing in my head, and he'll kind of. And we always have a pretty good idea of what the other's saying about exactly. Here's
We're
what I'm
intuitive
thinking.
about with each other, like with our communication.
Yeah.
Which is funny because with my partner, she's like, I'll just point, like when we come back from tour, I'll just be like, oh, and she'll be like, Pat, use your words. I don't, she's like, I can't read your mind, but when we're on tour, I'll notice something, I'm like, oh, and Jack will just because we spend 18 hours a day together every
On
day
tour.
for 7 weeks,
On tour.
give me a different reason why I don't want to see this darker side of you.
The rabbit song you've got at the moment
Yeah, I was in the
is really good, and he said, so this is the idea for it, and he's got like this many lines. And then I was like, we were on the phone, I said, listen, can you just record, this is an example of how a lot of our stuff is written through kind of improvisation. So can you just record what what you're saying to me on the phone right now. Just record it and send it to me. I'm in the studio, and I'll just put the piano here, so I'll just put something down. And so that's how... And then we kind of extrapolate from that, and I think I would usually be the one to sit down with lyrics, unless we're doing co-write, I'd say, and just kind of work through different drafts of verses.
It's really different with... So Jack can sit down and grind it out and just go, no, I'm going to sit down here for an hour, I'm going to figure this out. Whereas it freaks me out if I do that. I just start getting in my own head, and I start So I just wait until I just have this burst of inspiration, and it just all comes at once.
Yeah.
You know, we started busking, and then we'll be fans of Mumford. I think you can tell.
I think that's what we want to try and kind of...
We want to come back to
some
that
of
more rhythmic stuff that we did. You know, we just came from busking, and we, you know, that I call that, especially the
Mumford Shuffle.
The Mumford Shuffle in the, which is the din 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 din, you know, that.
Which has become very, very popular in new folk. Like, that's, you know, where you find your Vance Joys, Lumineers, and now you're starting to move back into a kind of surf folk kind of vibe again with the Ziggy Alberts of the world. Kind of like what you used to hear with Beautiful Girls, Save Your Ride, that
Jack
kind
Johnson.
of thing. Jack Johnson. I mean, Jack Botts. Jack Johnson.
Botts is sick.
Jack Botts is amazing. You know, and so, but yeah, we kind of, at the records are ours, we're like, listen, we don't want to do a kind of another shuffly where you jump the octave halfway through.
Yeah. It's a good formula. Sing the song, do the chorus, do the next verse, jump the octave.
Yeah.
And then do the rest of
That's
it,
the
then
song.
do it again, except up here.
Yeah.
But I mean, one of my favourite songs, Golden Times, is exactly that formula. It's one of my favourite songs to play. We've played
got a whole
it for
bunch of
years.
songs like that.
Yeah.
Behind, way back in those golden times, I loved you. Back to those golden times, I loved you first.
I know exactly where I was when I wrote that. I was on Brighton Road at the music shop, World Music something in Brighton, and I was just getting something for a show, and I walked out, and I don't know if something was playing on the radio because I knew they had music in there, but then I just walked out, just going, and then I was just like, hang on. And I was just singing it just subconsciously. And then I ran back into the shop, and it was like a different song was playing. It was like the Violent Femmes or the Hives or whatever it was. They were playing. And I ran back in, and I was like, fuck, it wasn't that. So then I came on and I recorded it. And then for maybe 6 months after that, everyone I spoke to, I was like, what song is this? And I would just sing it to them. And they're like, I don't know what that is. And I'm like, if I play it like with this, and I was playing, and they're just like, nah, it sounds original. I'm like, but I really hope it is, but I was freaking out that I'd stolen it from somebody. And and Paul Kelly's storytelling,
He's unrivaled.
you know, you look at the Lou Reed's, his similes are just, you know, phenomenal. And then just the metaphors and things, you know, and everyone's different, you know. Courtney Barnett, her prose is phenomenal. Just figuring out how, I don't know, it just takes time. Just takes time, and it takes more writing, which is why I've just got to stop doing that and just write, you know, and it'll come. But I've just got to start reading more poetry and saying, oh, I like what they've done here, and
I think that's what's
I'm hard on myself as well, but
I think
that's why it takes so long.
Because Pat's
it takes so long for something just to land and go, wait, that's it, that idea works, then I run with it.
I think that's why it's most important, because the best stuff that you're going to write is the most honest stuff, and the stuff that's ubiquitous with everyone else. So if you find something that everyone can relate to, it's often when you're at your most honest point and you're not overthinking.
Brother was perfect.
Brother was written in about half an hour in the back of the car. We knew exactly what we wanted to say. We knew its reason d'etre, and we worked from that.
You see my brother, could you describe him to me? Could you describe him to me? It's been a while since I'm away.
We wrote a song for our sister called Genevieve, and then we'd written a song for our older brother about his dog, called Black Dog, and then we'd never written a song about our oldest brother Justin, and so he's just started. Have you seen my brother? Can you describe him to me? But then the cool thing that Jack did, he goes, "It's been a while since I'm away." So the song is about I'm on tour all the time. I never get to see my family, and like just being away from the people you love. That is what that's the angle he came from. There's a song about our brother. Instead of just going, Justin works in a building on St Kilda Road.
hang on. And then for the chorus, we're like, what can we make the chorus?
I was just like,
Ready?
fuck it.
Da.
Whoa. And everyone sings along, and everyone loves that song.
And she knows we're just the same. You're a little bit older, I'm just a little less tame. It's been a while since I'm away. Hey, hey, hey. Oh, whoa. There's a part where
Yeah, one of the biggest challenges that we come across when songwriting is probably completing a song at all.
Yeah.
I have about 16 songs on my little home studio that I've set up, all of which are fine. Some of which are completely me and I've done from the start, but that's when I really noticed Pat's kind of, big idea, and we work from that. When it's just mine and I do that, I'm like, and then I think that the best thing to do is kind of get all the lyrics done, all the hard stuff done, know what it's about, and if you can get that done in the most honest and best way possible, then I can be like, great, now let's you and I forget all of that. We've got kind of a structure here. Let's you and I start playing this and jam this out together, and then within a couple of jams, because we are very in sync in the way we play, we'll be like, this sucks. Let's do this instead often.
Yeah,
and if it doesn't end with fuck you, bang. If it doesn't go like that, then it's going to go well, and then we
It's
kind
about
of
80% of the time. Fuck it, I'm out. See you never. Do the next show yourself.
yeah. When you're on tour, especially in Europe, and you're on the bus, you're not riding on the bus. You're either sleeping on the bus, watching a movie, or it'll be one of those nights where you're staying up and having beers, and then productivity goes out the window the next day. Except for
Everyone's tired because they're playing 6 shows a week.
That's right.
And,
however, when you've got sound check down to so easy to set up, then you do this. Everything's set up. You've got the team. You do all this,
And then
and
still
sound
got an
check's
hour
always the
jam
same every
time.
night. And you've got you got an hour and a half left in the sound check, and we'll be like, sick
Okay,
and going back
and
to
then-
sleep. It's like, no. How about we just jam this? And we've come up with some of our absolute best ideas there.
That's a really hard question.
I think that, a song is finished when you're happy with it. Brother is one of the happiest songs that I've written, where we knew the reason d'etre at the start. We knew exactly what we wanted to say, and we said it, and we knew exactly how we were going to go through with it.
Yeah.
Yet we've recorded that 4 times, and we haven't been able to get a grasp on it because we haven't been able to hold that.
You ask directors that, and then, Ridley Scott will say he'll do Blade Runner 5 different times.
Yeah.
Scorsese, he'll be like, nah, once you get final cut and it's delivered, then he just moves on and starts again. And just goes, next project, and just goes to the next one.
Okay.
So it really depends.
Depends.
Sure. Am I a Ridley Scott or a Scorsese?
No,
Either one, I think I've got an Oscar.
I know what I'd rather be.
Well, we've been the Pierce Brothers. Thank you very much for listening.
Yeah, thank you guys. We're the Pierce Brothers.
Thank you so much.
Bye.